Hello everyone, how are you? Do you feel comfortable? My name is Branislav Maricic, and we today are talking about accelerated creative learning in the 21st century. At the beginning, I have a great news for you. In your head, you have the most powerful thinking machine in the known universe. Your amazing human brain. From California, awarded discoveries about left and right brain hemispheres. He discovered that the left cortex processes information with mental functions such as logic, analysis, linearity, order, sequence, lists, words, letters, numbers, and other abstract symbols. On the other side, the right hemisphere, right side of cortex, processes information with mental functions such as imagination, our great ability to create mental movies and mental pictures, daydreaming, rhythm, colors, spatial awareness, and gestalt, our ability to see and reconstruct the whole picture, even we have not all pieces of information. Conclusion is that we are most powerful, intellectually most powerful, when we use the both sides of our hemispheres at the same time, equally and simultaneously. Another time, Wilder Penfield discovered that we have perfect memory. And the third one from Russia, famous scientist Pyotr Kuzmich Anokin. After 30 years of researches, reports that we have unlimited potential and we have unlimited memory. If we take into account all of these researches, we realize that we have in our head a super biocomputer who can do everything for us if we know how to use it properly. But we have a lot of problems during the learning process. Do you have some learning problems? Yes, but do you know why do we have problems? We have a super biocomputer model. And why? Why do we have problems? A great number of pupils and students from all over the world complains that nobody have ever taught them how to use their creative thinking, how to learn with ease at the effective way and efficient way. No one have ever taught them how to receive information properly, how to remember and how to recall information, how to integrate information into the system knowledge, and how to use information in practice. That is the reason why we have the problems. But we can solve the problems and achieve our goals. Today, more than even before, we live in the rapidly changing world. progresses every day, faster and faster. All jobs disappears, all jobs appears. And if we want to be successful in the rapidly changing world, we have to improve our abilities to learn effectively, fast. How can we do it? We have to take into account that we have our brain like a sleeping giant. We have to wake it up and we have to keep it awake. Don't forget it. Use your brain. The brain only. Use your brain every day in every second of your life. We will focus ourselves on studying process. First of all, we will talk about problems during the learning process. And then we will focus us at the phases of learning process. How to receive information properly, how to remember and recall information, how to integrate information into the system knowledge using the mind maps, mind knowledge, maps of study. And at the end, we will talk about how to use our knowledge in practice. Let's start with the problems. The most common mentioned problems are lack of concentration, bad concentration and bad memory. And motivation, lack of motivation, inner and outer. And at the end, comprehension during the lectures at school and during the studying at home from our textbooks. Later on, we will see how to solve these problems. Let's focus on goals. When we are learning, we want to learn easy, to enjoy in learning process. We want to involve a minimum of time and energy. And finally, we want to have the maximum results, the maximum knowledge, maximum grades. If we have to know how to use our brain properly and how to receive information. How do we receive information? How do we receive information? Yes, with our senses. But in school, which senses we use mostly?
Visual.
Yes, that's right. And do something, construct, reconstruct, destroy something, yes, every day. And on receiving information. First of all is reading. Do you know your reading speed? Your speed reading. Do you know the speed? The average results are about 25 pages per hour, with comprehension from 30 to 50%. improve your speed with a lot of techniques. You can find it at internet, in books, or attend seminars about speed reading and range reading. I will show you a very simple technique to speed your reading. You have to take one stick like this one, and while reading you have to go through the lines with the stick, and your comprehension will better. And don't skip back on material read, only progress ahead. You see, after going to sleep and wake up in the morning, repeat this, and you will see that your speed reading is 20% better than yesterday. Try it. It's very simple. And what we have done when we was children. We use our finger. Okay. It's absolutely necessary to fast reading, because we are in changing world, rapidly changing world, and we have a lot of materials to study every day. Our books are bigger and bigger. To have skill like speed reading. Listening information. During the lectures we listen the information, and we also make notes. But some of us only listen information. We have to active listening information. What does it mean? To active listening information. Lectures. It means while we are hearing information, we have to make mental pictures, mental movies with words, with sentences we hear. And it is the active listening information. And you can remember 80 to 90% of material during your lectures at school or university. Scientist, his family name and his name I mentioned earlier. Wilder Penfield. You can imagine Mr. Penfield in his pen and writing down his family name and the field. Penfield. Pen plus field, Penfield. You used your right hemisphere to create mental movie or mental pictures, you know. But Wilder, it's similar to Wilder. You can imagine Mr. Penfield becomes wilder and wilder. And when his name is, and family name, Wilder Penfield. Who got the Nobel Prize? Roger Sperry. Have you ever heard for the Roger Rabbit? Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. But his family name, Sperry, it's very similar to spare time. You know, spare time, Sperry. And you can imagine, make a mental movie. Mr. Roger Sperry, at spare time, hunting rabbit. And you put the information in your long-term memory. It is active listening and active doing during listening the information. Let's go. Memory phase. Memory phase is very important. A lot of students complain that they remember everything but cannot recall anything. Or someone says, I remember fast, but I forget faster. Yes? But you can remember everything if you know how to remember everything. You know now Wilder Penfield, who is? Yes? And Mr. Roger Sperry. We have 4 types of memory. Short-term information in short-term memory only 2 seconds only. In long-term memory, information are forever. And we want to put the information in our long-term memory as fast as possible. Yes? We have a photographic memory, and my map is like photography. And have the working memory, and we have to tell something about memory rhythms or memory cycles. Study something today. When you finish your studying today, take a little break from 7 to 9 minutes and then repeat information what you are studying. Before you go to sleep, repeat again shortly. And tomorrow, when you wake up, repeat once again. And you will put from 80 to 90% of studied material in your long-term memory. Yes, for whole life. When we put in our long-time memory a lot of facts, a lot of information, we have to integrate information into our system knowledge. The mind map is the best learning tool to integrate information into our knowledge system. Because when we create the mind map during the studying process, we do it in the creative way. We learn with pleasure, a natural way. And we take or create notes with pictures, and we are linking the information. We make connection between and integrate information into the system knowledge system part. And finally, knowledge use. We have to notice the relations between facts, between ideas, between different kind of information. And we have to use the analogy to see the differences and similarities with facts. You see the Jerry mouse and computer mouse, yes? What is the similarity? Mouse, yes, mouse, yes. And finally, you have the whole mind map in front of your eyes. You learn. Find information when you want. Every day, little by little, you have to improve your learning skills. You have to improve learning skills and your abilities to learn faster and faster. Do you want to do it? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for your attention, and we will see each other at the top. Thank you.